Monday night, we have a double header for our live stream. We start at 7:15 p.m. Eastern with the New Orleans Saints 1-0 on the year. The Carolina Panthers 0-1. Their home opener at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, 75 Fahrenheit clear, 3 miles per hour. Let's go into the line history for our first Monday nighter. This is sitting at 3 right now. It is sitting at 3. This opened at 2.5. It lasted at 2.5 for an hour before it moved to 3 for the Saints. And that 3 is now juiced. This 3 got up to minus 122 this afternoon. There's been 7 cents of buyback, but we have a move towards the New Orleans Saints. Let's move over to the total here in this one. We're sitting at 40.5. It's really a 40. This opened at 40.5 as a pick'em. Since then, there's been a big move towards the 12 cents of movement towards the under. That's at 40.5. So it's 40 everywhere else. Birdie says he bet the Saints Saturday minus 1.5. He's not touching that 3 now. Birdie is a great follow on Twitter as well, because he bets the week 2 games before the week 1 game, for a bunch of them before the week 1 games have finished, and he wins a lot of the time because he beats those market moves with his expectation of what's going to happen in the game that happens on the Sunday. I don't think I explained that properly, but 50-50 on the total with 63% of cash on the under. And then you have 25% of the tickets on the Panthers and 53% of the cash. The public on the Saints, but some of the bigger bets are on these Carolina Panthers. So thank you, Caleb, for the kind words, my guy. Saints come in off 16-15 win at home over the Titans. They closed the 3-point favorites. Derek Carr got the W in his first game as a Saint. He finished 23-33 for 305 yards, touchdown, and a pick. Olave continued from where he left off as a rookie. He's a hard guy not to cheer for. 8 catches for 112 yards. Raheem Shaheed caught 5 passes for 89 yards and a touchdown, ran twice for 11 yards, and he did have that very costly fumble on special teams, but he stuck to it. Michael Thomas caught 5 passes for 61 yards. He's not WR1. That's Olave. Kamara serving the first game of his 3-game suspension, and the Saints struggled mightily running the ball. The Titans had the number 1 run defense last year, and they shut down the run game. Jamal Williams ran 18 times for 45 yards. The defense was excellent, and they're just brimming with confidence, and they're healthy right now. Lattimore, May, Adebo all had interceptions. Carl Granson had 4 tackles, 1.5 sacks, 4 quarterback hits. Saints finished with 3 sacks and 10 quarterback hits. They held the Titans to 2 of 12 on third down, 0 of 3 in the red zone. They did lose Peyton Turner to a toe injury. I guess he's dealing with turf toe right now. A defensive end, Peyton Turner. Panthers coming off a 24-10 loss to the Falcons. They closed as 3.5-point dogs. Bryce Young, had a rude welcome into the NFL. Intercepted twice by Jesse Bates. It didn't complete a pass longer than 14 yards. Fumbled a handoff. Took a delay of game penalty. Sacked twice. Finished 20-38 for 146 yards. 1 touchdown, 2 picks. He also ran 3 times for 17 yards. But they outgained the Falcons 281-221. But you're not going to win many games when you lose the turnover battle 3-0. Hayden Hurst had the TD reception and finished 5 catches for 41 yards. Jonathan Mingo caught just 2 passes for 26 yards. He's their second-round pick. Adam Thielen, 2 passes for 12 yards in his first game as a Panther. Now, Miles Sanders looked very good in his Panther debut. Ran 18 times for 72 yards, caught 4 for 26. Chuba Hubbard ran 9 for 60, caught 2 passes for 9. And the defense looked really strong. They held the Falcons to just 2 of 10 on third down, but they allowed them to go 3 for 3 in the red zone. After sitting out practices and not knowing if he was going to play, Brian Burns did play. He's waiting, trying to get a new contract, and he looked very, very good. The guy's just a beast. 7 tackles, 1.5 sacks. He almost didn't play, but it would have cost him $900,000 a game. Panthers had 4 sacks, 6 quarterback hits, and then J.C. Horn, they lose in the first half with a hamstring injury. He did not return, and they were up against a team that couldn't take advantage of J.C. Horn being out. Now they're, with Desmond Ridder and, Drake London getting, no catches, no targets, or 1 target. What's going to happen here? He can be hurt, but I don't like this Saints team very much as a favorite. I understand why they are, but I want to bet this under tonight. Nick Martin saying 37-14. That scares me. And it scares me that the secondary is going to be hurt. But do I really, truly believe that Derek Carr is the kind of guy who can really take advantage of it Maybe he can with Olave. But I want the under. I want to bet this under. The Saints aren't able to run. I know with Horn being out, it's a problem, but they can add to the packages with more defensive backs because the Saints aren't able to run without Kamara. And take it away though. But I'm very interested in betting this under tonight. Take it away for us, Troy. Saints Panthers.
Yeah, I think you did a great job of looking at this game. The Saints were able to move the ball downfield effectively, but they were pretty ass in the red zone. They were 1 for 4 in the red zone, and that's, like I said earlier, that's Derek Carr for you. He just can't score the ball once they get inside the 20. I don't know what it is. The Saints' offensive line, really weird numbers here. They were rated as the 25th best offensive line in pass blocking and the 5th best in run blocking. And it was surprising because they couldn't run the ball at all. So I think that tells us how strong the secondary and linebackers are for just how good that defense is against the run for the Titans. The Saints defense, though, run defense 24th, pass defense 10th. I mean, this Saints team on the road, I think Spenny said it the best in the chat. I mean, he was talking about divisional home dog. You got Derek Carr, who can't execute in the red zone. But I do think that the Saints will be able to run the ball a little bit better against the Panthers, who obviously struggled to stop the run. They were the worst rated team against the run in week 1, and I don't think that it's going to change overnight. You got Bryce Young, who was forced into 8 poor passes, which was still better than Joe Burrow, who had his career worst, but still, he was not making good decisions. And what does this tell us about this? This O-line was efficient, but what does it tell us about this team who only put up 10 points on the Falcons? I mean, I don't know. It's hard for me to trust the Panthers. I kind of want to get behind the Panthers. I haven't really looked at the total yet. This is a tough game. I really don't have a side in this game. I'm not interested in betting it.
I am betting the under tonight. I'm going to bet the under tonight. I think that going up against Algier and Bijan Robinson is going to be different than Jamal Williams. And so, yes, I mean, we don't want to compare the Titans' run defense to the Panthers' run defense. I mean, we know how good the Titans are, but I just don't feel like, maybe this will blow up my face, but I really like the under in this spot. I think it's a good look, and I do not trust, like you said, the Saints in the red zone. I do want to double. I'm going to spend a little bit of time with what the secondary looks like without Horn out there, but I'm going to bet. I plan on betting this under tonight unless I get cold feet when I study that. So that is our first Monday nighter.